Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow, it's a beautiful day outside, but it certainly started with a frost on the ground. I can see the ice still on the tips of the grass as I'm looking outside this morning. So it's pretty cold, but we are still in winter, moving out and into spring because there's blossoms on the trees now and it's gorgeous sun, blue sky. It's lovely. So I'll be taking Oreo for a walk soon. That's the dog. Okay. I'm Boundy, Psychic Medium, bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading. So let's go over to the cards. That is the purpose we're here for. So tune into your psychic senses, your intuition, the gut feelings, or connect with your spirit realm. Here we go. Now, thankfully, there's not that flaring of the screen. I've noticed that lately. Look, we've got wonderful technology. We just sometimes have to accept it as it comes up. And see how there's that beautiful light hue to the table this morning? It's really, really light on that nice purple cloth I've got. Right, so the cards are here. It is the Sarah Marchetti's Created Gilded Reverie Lenormand expanded edition. Oops, expanded edition. Slipped off there. I've got the lady, young lady, this time. Yeah, we had the young lady yesterday. So she slipped around over to the home space today. So the young lady in the home space, we've got the fish in that central card of the overall theme for the day. And we've got the dice in the workspace. So very interesting little spread. And here we have the owl card. So this is such a simple sentiment. Absolutely beautiful. It is with love. I love this one. It's gorgeous. You can only just see that lettering, can't you? So as I zoom into the cards, let's have a look. And what we have is, I'm just shifting that up a little bit too. So with the fish as that central card, I do read it first because it's the overall theme for the day. So what we're going to be getting is that working in with team and being part of, we're not on our own. We're going to be part of that school of life pretty much. Bring in that energy that's going to give us the best lessons. And what essentially the fish card is about abundance. So in whatever it is that you're doing today, whether it's, whether you are working on a specific project that's going to bring new ideas into your mind, it's going to be, well, I suppose you would know. So it's going to bring that is lots of. Put the intention into it that it's going to be lots of the positives. We're here as our opportunity to live a life in its fullest. So it's bringing us that message of being able to do that. We have the choices and we can ask for help along the way. Hence, we're not alone in anything. We can do things together so that it's the more the merrier. It's all of those little sayings. And the sayings come from a core intention, a core desire to wish the best for each and every one of us in how we're living our lives, but it is intermingled with others. We are connected, as you know, like with this ocean that these fish are swimming in. It's every little bit, atom, etc. of this ocean is being shared by all at some point or another. Okay, so what we've got is that sense of that there is an abundance. There's so much room to move. There is what we can decide for ourselves or not. It's one of those things that it gives us choice. We can think of that is always going to be the positive, as I do. And letting that's not so good for us to think about, let it drop. The negatives, or however we like to judge our life and how we're living it, just let that part drop. I know we have to deal with some of that stuff. It's like we've got the lights and the shadows, darken the light. No, hang on, yeah, darken the light and all that balances out. But it's where your focus is going. So put your focus on being with others in a really positive way that's going to give us abundance. whether it's in our home space or our workspace. So here we are, and good morning to Caitlin. I see you there. Lovely to have you aboard this morning on this freezing cold morning. And hi, girly, to you, Fiona, as well, and to everyone. Whoops, taking that down. And here's the number for the day. It's a 3. Wonderful. Thanks for doing that. I like that. And for those who know, I'm a 3 number, multiples of 3s. So with our home space, what we've got is a young lady in this slot this morning. Yesterday, I think she was over in the workspace, so we've got her in our home space. Bringing in that is a nice nurturing, yes, she is looking back into the past, because when we've got anything that goes that way, as far as faces and that, and pointing to, looking to, that's technically, is it technical? We can have the cards mean exactly what. We can have them mean anything that we put our intention to. So the way that I read the cards, it is that is taught as traditional, being that it's the past, the present, the future, if this was a 3-card spread for that purpose. And if that's how you prefer to read them yourselves, do that for yourself for the day today. But the way I read them, it is she's in the home space and she's looking back. So it has that feeling of what is the ancestry and the events and her life experiences that has brought her to where she is now. She's contemplating that. She's reading a book, putting wonderful thought process. We have a mind. We can use it, whether it's a collective mind or whether it's our individual mind of what we want for ourselves, what we know is within us, here at our heart space, as to what our purpose is here on this earth at this time. So, and that rose does signify that love of all that's been and what is coming. So I feel that sense of a maternal, feminine input for the day today in your home space. And sometimes through the day you may think back on what has been. But bring it to that point where this is, oh, wow, all of this, as far as our experiences, in that past, has brought us to where we are right now, and aren't we blessed? Even if it's been things that have not been the most happy of experiences, it's still part of what our life experience is to being who we are and being able to continue onward from this point and moment now into our day today. That if we work or when we go to work or all of that sort of stuff, a way of earning our income, we've got the dice there. And that's a playful thing for me, because it really is games, fun and games. Yahtzee comes to mind first, of course, but I was brought up in the years where you didn't have all the gadgets of computers and stuff like that to give you entertainment. And the rest, we made our own. It was board games. That was the most often played type of game we had. And they did, nearly all of them have dice as a, throw it up and you're moving forward so many steps with whatever your little icon was that you're doing, snakes and ladders or Monopoly. I can remember, what's the one with the sheep station? Squatter, and others like that. I've got those. I've still got all of those games here, and it's wonderful to play. Yahtzee is the one I play the most, though. It's just take the time to just let things go to being a throw of chance for your work today. See what comes up, and if you haven't got dice in your hand, of course, what you do is you really center in yourself and take that first thought and what spirit gives you, as far as an option goes, that's what you step into. That's how I would do it if I don't have the dice. It is how I do it sometimes with, and I do use muscle testing at times, and that's a kinesiology technique that you can choose between one or another or see if it's the right thing for you. It's quite an interesting, there's so many different ways that we can choose, make our choices by chance. It seems by chance, but really It's probably spirit letting us know via the way things fall, the dice, however our muscles test, etc., that yes, follow this path, trust what is your first inner instinct, that is your gut feeling. So I love that. And Corinna, you're saying that, oops, didn't hit the enter button for your greeting. So I was late. That's all right. And Fiona, yes, knuckles. I did enjoy those. Did you have the ones that you bought from a shop, or was it something that you collected the knuckles from the sheep? Um, sheep feet, or wherever they came from. I know that we had the real bone ones and painted them up as a child, because we were on a farm, so we had plentiful supply. So what what we're getting from this, it is that feeling of playfulness, a little bit of reflection in our home space, and where, sometimes we wonder, what are we here for? What's our origin? It is from with spirit. We are here visiting Earth and we're going to be going back home. That's my belief. So I think really it's making use of what we have here in our lifetime now. It does start from our home base, and we're experiencing all that we can in an abundance as it is meant to be. And sometimes it does feel like the throw of the dice, and it's fun to do that. So don't make it too serious, our workspace. Let it be fun, so that what we live as our life really is a joy, and we can then lift that energy up. Frequency, it's called at times too. Move into our higher frequencies and gain along the way others in our humanity to join us on this journey that's called life. So, farm. And here's Fiona saying, yes, you used to collect them and buy them. Yeah, and farm, me too as a kid. I loved it, farm life. I had a little bit more experience afterwards as an adult as well, and saw the serious side. But as a child, we used to play heaps and heaps on the farm and have an absolute ball in the hay shed. Yeah, in the paddocks, like it was just, yeah. I really did enjoy. Well, I've enjoyed all of my life. So continue on that pathway that you can gather that joy and love and happiness for you to share out amongst others, in abundance, because the owls, they are saying to us today with love. And we have the fish letting us know we do live in abundance. We need to decide that. And Caitlin's saying, makes you think a lot, Ros. Today's the first day back at TAFE. If you're not at work, interesting. Oh, that'll be fun. Just make it fun. Yeah, absolutely. I do believe that. Maybe JC's helping. So true. We don't leave, our animals don't leave us. Our fur babies, our lovely the parts of our family that don't have as long a lifespan as us, we know that as we share their journey in their lives, and they know that with us as well. So it is that continuity of spirit. They do join us as we continue on in being us, we in our lives. So know that each and every pet that you've had along the way is still with you. And we do join them again after we've finished with this body. Okay. So, and thank you from Fiona. All our energy, and my energy. Look, we all share the energy. We breathe the same air. And a happy Wednesday to everybody. Thank you so much, Fiona. And it is until tomorrow, a namaste as well. So thank you from Caitlin. Amazing. Totally agree. Oh, thank you. We are all amazing. Keep being the most amazing and best you that you can be. And it is namaste. Until tomorrow.